All-American Sports Punishers take on the Connecticut Young Queens. It's time for the 10U championship game. As we roll on coverage, this game starting just a couple of ticks later than expected. We've held pretty well to a schedule so far here today. This is game number 6 of 10. Beginning coverage at 10:45 Eastern this morning, and we're moving right through. We've got the 10U Girls Championship in front of you. After that, it's the boys 8U, the girls 14U after that, and then we wrap it up with the big guns. The 6U boys take us home at 4 o'clock Eastern.
Our coverage sandwiched between the oldest and the youngest. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely. And a touchback gets things started here. We'll introduce you to both teams, the All-American Sports RFP. It's Angeline Friel, Piper Gurney, Fenalia Harris, Sophia Farrell, Ava Wesley, and Avery Fisher. They start on defense. It's Young Queens from Connecticut that begin with the football. And after 3 seconds, here comes the rush. And the quarterback takes off. That's Sarah Bird. Stand corrected. Those hoods aren't helping. Hanging over the jersey numbers on the back. Stylish as all get out, though. Here's the snap. Multiple handoffs, including a couple of fakes. And a nice tackle turned in as it brings up 3rd down. Here's the bomb down the far sideline, knocked away. Going deep, and some nice defense turned in. And I think we're going to have a punt elected for here on the first drive of the game on some pretty good defense. And a punt indeed, so from the opposite 5-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for Sports RFP, in a tight spiral, uncorked over the top of everybody down the middle.
Terrific looking spiral out of the gate.
Nice tackle made after a pickup of about 6 or 7 yards. All-American Sports today, they've outscored opponents 46-6 en route to this championship game. So they've had themselves a couple of nice games here today as they'll take another deep ball chance, and it's picked off. Going the other way for the Young Queens. A flag comes in, no tackle yet, maybe some flag guarding, but it will not change away the result, which is a turnover in possession for the Young Queens.
What a play to track this ball. The second it was unleashed from the quarterback's hands.
The interception was made by Bird. She's the one that was bringing it back the other way. Again, we're seeing Ertl with incredible arm strength. And now the Young Queens with a second crack at possession. How about that for a little fortunate break, and now a completion down the far sideline. Ball hits the deck and it's a dead play. Instead, your running back gobbles up the deflection and you're allowed to keep going.
I would argue that that was a trick play. Had the motion coming behind. Quarterback looks like they dropped it. Motion comes, catches it. throws it. I don't know.
I like the benefit of the doubt. I'm in.
I think the young queen set that up to perfection.
Just tipped away. Great defense. Ball hawking in the defensive backfield. The young queens had an open target. Couldn't connect. High snap to Hurst. She hauls it in this time. And a tackle made just before the goal line.
Still successful running it. Yeah. Oh, not before the defense gets there, though.
The hot snap was handled by Hurst, but it created a lot of problems to get things going. And then introduced you to Sports RFP on the young queen side of things. It's Gracelyn Badera Butler, Sage Williams, Sarah Bird, Sophia Gazafava, Callie McLeod, Kendall Hurst, Evelina Asbury, Ramia Asbury, and Talia Bullock. Going deep into the bag of tricks. Let's see what we got here. Little push pass. Gets the first down from midfield. Another dump off. No tackle yet. Finally a tackle. A frustrated one as well. The tackling by the young queens is allowed for some extra yardage here by Sports RFP.
This is where the tournament format gets really interesting in games like this, where you're huddling up on the sideline before every play, because normal games, 20-minute halves, tournament, only 10.
No tackle technically made, but by hitting the deck, the play is over. Clock pretty much on the money here as we take a look at Harvard Stadium. In Murphy Field at Harvard Stadium. A beautiful host to over 300 teams and 3,500 athletes this weekend.
The Boston Cannons.
You've got some football with the Harvard, the HBCU Classic preceding what is the Harvard football season.
Multiple playing surfaces going on all at the same time, but we're just focusing these broadcasts here on the championship down at the end.
Pass complete, out of bounds. This brings us closer to the end of the first half. And it is officially halftime here in Cambridge. Started about the 10-yard line. The field of play is 50 yards in total, 25 yards up to midfield, and then 25 yards going the other way. Each end zone is 7 yards deep, so 64 yards in total for the playing surface. Great pass and catch over the top. And we've got just shy of a first down for Sports RFP. You couldn't have placed it any better.
That's Avery Fisher again, finding some space, and even better pass, setting her up. Use some of her teammates to free up that opening. Let them go over the top. She sneaks underneath. And now right before midfield, a couple of chances to take some shots before they need to pick up a first down.
Evangeline Ertel is an outstanding quarterback. We said that from the jump today. And now an opportunity here on third down for this offense to keep itself out on the field. She'll air out deep to the end zone. Touchdown. So a flag instead as the catch was made, backpedaling toward the end zone.
What a play, though, by Finalia Harris. She got tracked down just before that pylon. The reason that it wasn't a score, we didn't see the flag come out at first, but she was unfortunately tracked down from behind by a defender, but a terrific throw and catch.
Looking for first blood. Sports RFP. Pressure in the backfield. Jump ball. Touchdown. Sports RFP breaks through in style for the first points of the day.
It's Harris again. She was responsible for that huge play to set them up all the way down here. Watch her here at the bottom of your screen. She kind of takes a slow approach to start and almost looks off the coverage, then just takes off downfield, beats everybody behind her. She did have her flag pulled at that last second, but then here, right in the middle of your screen, that quick out route through double coverage, gets her hands on it, comes down for the touchdown.
No good on the point after try. And so Sports RFP grabs the lead here in the second half, and it's up to the young queens from Connecticut to formulate a response. This is Kendall Hurst taking a snap for the first time in this second half. A high snap, and the exchange between center and quarterback has been a problem for the young queens.
They'll have to be careful here, getting backed up close to their own goal line.
Here's the rush. Evades a sack and creates some breathing room away from the goal line.
That was a huge play. Smart from RFP to use the blitz there, trying to get the safety, adding 2 more points to the board. But a terrific job maneuvering that pocket, getting away from the pressure, and turning into a big positive gain.
Still a ways to go before reaching midfield. And another blitz. Both blitzes being used on consecutive plays by Fisher, and the young queens air it out. They've got some air under it, and a big-time completion down the sideline to Bird.
Kendall Hurst is Houdini. How did she get away from that?
Fisher was swarming. She wouldn't quit. Every which way, and then bombs away.
Put the brakes on not once, but twice.
That was special. And as we cross over the midway point of this second half, points at a premium. Remember, touchdown and a successful conversion. The young queens can jump ahead here. Way deep. Not close.
Hurst has shown off the arm the last 2 plays. Will she do it again here?
We have offside from RFP. On the offense, offside, not a false start. Young queens were lined up off. Fires downfield, intercepted. RFP brings it back. Streaks down the middle, still alive, spins away from a second defender, and right at midfield, Sports RFP, the football and the lead.
Hurst airs it out, looking for that score after a couple of really big plays, but a bit underthrown. And Sports RFP, the defense executing perfectly, had all areas of that end zone covered. Just hung up a little bit too long. And the defense with a huge moment here.
Snap and a handoff from Fisher. And the flag is pulled just over midfield. So the first down is gathered. Here's the snap. A strike to the far side. The catch is made with the knee down. So immediately down upon reception, 14 yards to pay dirt. Benelia Harris has been a big target here in this second half. Fired out of bounds. As the clock winds toward a minute to go here in regulation, and it's Wesley lined up just left of the center. Here's the snap and the blitz executed to perfection. Big time stop on defense by the Young Queens. Right down the center, it's Asbury who comes up with a huge play. Turnover on downs and a chance here for the Young Queens. RFP looking for another big defensive stop. Jump ball knocked away. And once again, it's Ava Wesley in the mix of that double coverage.
Lost the headband in the process. Some contact there, fighting through it. Doesn't care. All smiles coming up after it, too.
This is Wesley applying pressure. Spin move. And a tackle made. Spun into triple coverage. Nice job by Kendall Hurst to advance that football.
You almost wonder with the shiftiness of Hurst if you just let her roam around the pocket, not advance the ball. And the first spike we've seen today.
At most, 3 plays left for the Young Queens. A juggling attempt, and it's incomplete. Third down play. A heave to the end zone, knocked down. That could have sealed it off of Harris's hands. Instead, this is 4th down and 1 final try for the Young Queens. 1 defender deep. Here's the heave to the end zone. Out of bounds, incomplete. Sports RFP wins it.